Gosh, this has been a challenging year, hasn't it? Actually, it's been a really horrible year, hasn't it? So many challenges have been coming our way this year. And COVID, in a sense, captures all of these challenges that we've been experiencing. This invisible virus that has come and turned our worlds completely upside down. And it has caused havoc in our lives. You may well have lost people that you love, people that you work with, people in your family, people in your community. Maybe even you yourself have been infected with COVID this year and have had to fight for your life to recover and to become healthy again. Many people have suffered hugely financially, have lost work, have lost income, have lost their savings. Now churches even have suffered, as many churches have closed their doors for several months. And while some have managed to continue to be church in creative ways, other churches have just stopped and almost died. And that on top of all the usual troubles and worries that you have in life, and your own concerns with mental health, or with your family, or with drugs and alcohol. All of these issues just kind of pile up this year, layer upon layer of challenge. And as we come towards the end of 2020, now here in the middle of December, it might feel like we are just ready for everything to stop now, to just stop because we are so weary with all of this. In 1 Peter chapter 5, Peter says, encourages us to cast all of our anxieties upon Jesus because he cares for you. He says, cast all your cares and your anxieties upon Jesus because he cares for you. Jesus himself says in Matthew 11, verse 28, he says, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest for your souls. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest for your souls. How is it that Jesus is able to make this offer to us? How is it that Peter, who presumably has experienced this giving over of his anxieties to Jesus, how is it that he's able to have confidence that Jesus is really able to do this? If we go back just one verse in Matthew, to Matthew 11:27, then we read Jesus saying, all things have been committed to me by my Father. No one knows the Father except the Son, and no one knows the Son except the Father. He conveys in these words a sense of close intimacy between him and the Father. So close, so connected, so interwoven that they know each other in a way that none of us can know. Elsewhere in John's Gospel, Jesus says, the Father is in me and I am in the Father. And elsewhere in that Gospel, he goes even further and says, the Father and I are one. Jesus is able to make us this offer to carry our burdens and to care for us because he is God. And yet part of what makes him so distinctive and part of the good news of Jesus Christ having come into the world is that he has shared all of these burdens with us. We follow a God who doesn't sit up high somewhere in heaven, remote and disconnected. As Bette Midler sang, watching us from a distance. That is not the God of the New Testament. The God that we worship in the person of Jesus Christ is one who has come into the world and lived in our human body and has suffered many of the things that we have suffered and carried many of the burdens that we have carried and felt many of the anxieties that we feel. He cares because he knows, and he can support because he's been there. And so, dear friends, if you're feeling kind of worn down at this time of this year, after this long and difficult year, if you're feeling kind of burdened and tired and wishing that everything would stop, then listen. Listen to these words of Jesus. He says to you by name, he says, come. Come to me. Come to me with all your troubles. Come with your cares and your worries. Come with your anxieties. Come with the heavy load that you bear that may feel like a granite rock sitting on your shoulders. And unburden yourself. Put them down here with me. Let me take them from you. I have a burden that I carry. I'll give you my burden. Yours is made of granite. Mine is made of feathers or balsa wood. It is so light. It is so easy to carry. Let's swap burdens. You take mine, which is light and easy, and I'll take yours, which I know is heavy and troubling. Let me carry that for you. Let me unburden you. And let me give you rest. A chance just to breathe out, a chance to just calm down, a chance to be quiet. Rest for your mind, rest for your body, but maybe most importantly, rest for your soul, that your soul can experience peace and quiet, and a time of rest. You do not have to carry all of this on your own. You can bring it to me, says Jesus. Dear friends, Jesus says to you today, come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest for your souls.